Hi Gemini, welcome to Tarotpy with Rex. I hope you had a great week last week, and I'm excited to see what's going on with you guys this week. Let's give it a quick shuffle and get started, shall we? Gemini. Alright. Happy birthday, by the way, to all my Geminis. It's your season. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Death and Rebirth, Justice, Six of Swords, King of Swords, High Priestess, King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. Alright, Gemini. So in your current environment, you have the Ace of Cups. It's all about new beginnings. Intimacy, emotional awakening, spirituality, intuition, love, creativity. I mean, you're trying to create something new, or you've met someone new. You're excited emotionally about something new. In your obstacles, you have the Nine of Swords. Maybe you have been depressed or feeling fear or anxiety or some negativity, and you feel like you're at your breaking point. So this new idea, this new emotion, this new love, this new whatever has sparked something that you've really needed, because this depression, I can see it kind of throughout. It's really bothering you. It's starting to take over. You're definitely at your breaking point. Best case scenario, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you want a new opportunity for manifestation or prosperity. You're looking for like resources and abundance. Yeah. And what you can use is Death and Rebirth. So that is all about a transformation. It can be a spiritual transformation. It's all about new beginnings. And with the two aces, this is all about new beginnings. Everything in this first row is talking about it's time to let go of this old pain, this old thing that's been bringing you down. Maybe it's an old attitude that you have, or an old idea that you have that doesn't serve you. It's not making you happy. So it's time to let it go. It's time for new beginnings, new money, new job opportunities, newness. It's time for a transformation in your life. But in order to transform into the best version of yourself, you have to let go. You have to let go of things that no longer serve you. You have to embrace the change that it's a gift that's being given to you. It's going to be a transition, and transitions aren't always easy. They're an adjustment, right? But it will serve your best and highest good, I promise. What's just passed is Justice. So Justice is pretty straightforward. It's, usually karmic justice. There's been consequences. There could have been some kind of legal disputes, or truth, or an honesty, or like a life lesson or a law. So, it's just like you get what you deserve, like, right? Like what comes around goes around. It's the old saying, like, justice has been served in some way in your life. Whether it be to you or somebody else in your life that's close to you. What's coming is the Six of Swords. It's time to move on. It's time to let go. It's time to stop all this. Like, it's time to leave everything in the past that belongs there. Six of Swords is all about cutting your losses and moving on. Like, it's also transition, new beginnings. Time to move on. Take your lessons and move on. Discard all the things that no longer serve you in this new place where you're going. Six of Swords is all about moving on, or departing, or accepting the lessons that you've been taught from this past situation. Whatever brought this about, these are the lessons. You just need to take what you can, all the good from that situation, and discard the rest so that you can move on to bigger and better things. Because then your attitude is the King of Swords. It feels like you want to be emotionally cold about things. Like, I'm not going to invest my emotions into anything anymore. It's like the bitter ego talking, right? If I just don't care about things or people or stuff, then I can't get hurt. I'm going to be cold about it. I understand why you feel that way. However, that won't serve you. It's human to become emotionally vested in things. It's your ego talking, saying, I'm never gonna, care about anything or anyone, or that's just your ego talking. And you need emotions. Emotions are actually wonderful, because then you can follow what makes you feel good, and you can reject or turn away from things that make you feel bad. You need to check in with yourself, and probably if you think back or look back in this situation, there was probably some red flags saying, hey, this doesn't feel so good. Hey, I'm kind of about that, but you ignored them because a lot of things felt really good, right? But when things feel bad, you need to stop and look inside and trust your intuition and trust that you know better, because you do. Sometimes we ignore the red flags, we ignore the bad feelings. Oh, I must have ate something bad. Your gut will always tell you when something's off. And I can guarantee, if you look back at this situation that's got you feeling like this, there were plenty of warning signs from your gut saying something's off, something's not right, but you ignored them because your idea of the situation was more like, you thought it would be more fulfilling than all the red flags that were going off. Pay attention to your intuition, because you know better, and your soul, your life will tell you if you're on the right path or not. If you choose to ignore it, that's your choice. But if you listen to your body, if you listen to your intuition, and you listen to your soul, it will guide you in the right direction, and it will bring the right people, things, circumstances, situations, experiences that your soul needs in order for you to be the highest and best version of yourself. What people think is the High Priestess. Yeah, the people think that you knew better. The High Priestess is all about intuition. She's all about that inner voice or that higher power. She's spiritual. She has a thirst for knowledge, as do you. But you knew better. I think your gut told you, and you just ignored it. And you might have even mentioned it to other people, that the concerns that you were having around this situation, and you still kept proceeding forward for some reason. Stop doing that. If it doesn't make you feel good, there's a reason why, and you need to understand why. Why is that? It could be a reflection of yourself that you need to fix, or it could be a reflection of the other person. Either way, you need to stop, pay attention, give it a moment so that you can understand what's going on. Because so many people just walk blindly through life, not understanding, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through this? What's going on? But a lot of the times we choose these things, and we accept these things, and we allow them to hurt us. And in order to make it stop, you've got to stop allowing it. Your hopes and fears are the King of Cups. King of Cups is all about being emotionally balanced. That goes back to the King of Swords. You just want control over your emotions again. You gave away your emotional power to somebody, and they hurt you. And now you're like, I just want my emotions back. I don't want anybody to be able to hurt me. I want to be in control of how I'm feeling. I want to be balanced, and I want to be more wise about who I'm giving my heart to, and not just give it away blindly, or not give away my the emotional power to anybody, because it hurt, and I don't ever want to get hurt like that again. In your outcome, you've got the Queen of Cups. You've got kings and queens all over the place. Queen of Cups is the same. She is emotionally balanced. She's calm, she's intuitive, she's kind, she's compassionate, she's warm. She's not bitter, by the way. As soon as you heal this situation, the bitterness, the anger, the hurt, it's going to go away, and there is better things in store for you. You just have to let go of this situation. You have to move past it, and you have to do whatever you can to heal from it, so that you can come out better and stronger. And now, by the way, you know what you don't want. And so in the future, you can seek out those red flags, right? Make sure that that doesn't happen again. All right, Gemini, let's pull some clarifiers and see if there's any other messages for us. Gemini. Ooh. We've got some flyers. The Hierophant and the King of Swords again. Don't be angry. You can't just become cold-hearted to situations and alone. The Hermit. I want to just be left alone, and I'm not going to care about anything or anybody ever again. No, that's not going to work, because you want more out of life than that. You don't want to be alone forever, and you enjoy people and company, and so you're just going to have to get through this hurt, and you will. You'll get through it. OMG, I'm having a hard time here. Can you see? I feel your frustration. I feel that you're flustered and you're like, you've been hurt. And sometimes you just need a minute, and so take a minute. Take a minute or two or however many you need. Feel sorry for yourself. Cry. Punch a pillow. Scream into a pillow. Do whatever it is that you need to do to feel better. I know when I'm upset, I need a minute and a good night's sleep. And that usually helps me put things into perspective so that I can heal and usually apologize. And then I can move on. All right. So in your current environment, on the Ace of Cups, you've got the King of Wands. You might as well, because you're probably going to have all the kings in this. Tells me that you're really striving to be the best version of yourself that you can be. The King of Wands is all about, he's very daring and decisive. He has a vision. He's like a leader, and he takes control, and he's very bold. And you have that on the Ace of Cups, which tells me you're trying super hard to take control of your emotions. You're so mad that somebody was able to affect you in the way that they did. That is, for me, that's all that keeps coming through. It's like, you're so mad. You're like, I'm never going to care about anything or anybody. It just keeps coming up. Nine of Swords, you got the Devil. You might even be trying to numb yourself with whatever it is that you try to numb yourself with. Whether it be video games, or maybe it's alcohol, or maybe it's drugs. Maybe it's self-sabotage. Maybe it's partying. Maybe it's different for everybody. Maybe it's food. Maybe it's isolation. Whatever it is that you do to numb yourself from the pain, it's not going to work. It's only going to keep you in this emotional roller coaster for longer. In order to get outside of the roller coaster, to get off of it, you need to understand what's going on. And while you're in this kind of a mindset, you have to be able to recognize and see what's going on. And while your mind is altered in any way, that's not possible. So you need to get a clear mind. You need to quit feeling sorry for yourself and quit doing whatever it is that you do when you know what you do to numb yourself from pain, from whatever it is, to get away from your life. Stop doing that. Feel the pain, acknowledge the pain, release the pain, so that you can move forward to all these new beginnings and all these amazing things. You're going to be happy again. You're going to feel good again. Things are going to get better. Look at that. Best case scenario. The Nine of Pentacles on the Ace of Pentacles. This is a huge career opportunity coming through, like an abundance. The Nine of Pentacles is all about rewarded efforts or success or luxury, achievement, material security. I'm going to go on a limb, but these are both pentacles. So it tells me that you do have some kind of financial thing that you're trying to, maybe a new job, maybe a promotion, something like that. But I think this also has to do with that you're going to regain control of your life, and you're going to, maybe this situation made you step back a little bit, for like you weren't paying attention to work as much, or you weren't on your game or whatever. And I think that as soon as you can start to heal from this situation, you're going to be back on your game at work. Perhaps promoted, new job, something like that. What you can use on Death and Rebirth is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles is all about like holding on. It's like stability, security, possessiveness. It's like you're holding on to this idea that you want on this transformation. Don't let anything or anybody, especially yourself, it's like a self-sabotage thing. Don't let yourself talk yourself out of this, all these great things that are coming. And definitely don't hold on to this pain. Don't hold on to any of that. What's just passed on the Justice is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is all about conflict, disagreement, competition, tension, arguments, aggression. But there's justice on it. So it tells me that whoever was wrong in this situation did get their justice or will get their justice. Like, whoever did whatever bad thing was done in this situation, it's going to come back on them. Karma is going to get them, if they didn't already. What's coming is the Four of Swords. So yeah, you need to release the hurt, let go, take the good stuff, release the bad, and you need time to rest or recuperate. The Four of Swords is all about like peace and relaxation and sanctuary and rejuvenation. You need to take time to love yourself enough to give yourself that peace that you need. Take time. That takes time. It doesn't come overnight. Like, whatever you need to do, but you need to rest and you need to rejuvenate your soul and you need to just relax and calm down and quit trying so hard to control your emotions. If you need to cry, you need to cry. Get it out. The sooner you get it out, the better you're going to feel, I promise. And maybe it's an ugly cry, and if you don't want to do it, go in the shower and do it. Like, you don't have time to do that, do it in the shower. I promise you're going to feel better. Your attitude on the King of Swords is the Queen of Cups again. So yeah, you just want control over your emotions, and like I said, to the point where you're like, I'm never going to care about anybody again. We all know that's not true. We all know that that's not. You don't know what's going to happen in the future, and you will be vulnerable again, and you will put yourself out there again. Maybe not today, and you can't see it today, but it will happen. But you need to be kind to yourself at this time. Give yourself time to heal. The balance and the peace and the, it's going to come. I promise it's going to come. What people think on the High Priestess is the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is all about like planning and taking some steps out of your comfort zone and taking risks. He's got the whole world in his hand. He can do anything he wants, and he's just standing there pondering what life could look like. What can I do? What do I want? What's important to me? And then that's with the High Priestess, which tells me that all the answers that you seek are within you. You need to take a moment to listen to yourself. You need to quiet your environment. I feel like there's a lot of noise around you for some reason. Go be alone. Go close yourself in a closet and be with yourself for 2 minutes. And just a body check, just a soul check. See what it is. And I bet you're going to ugly cry. And then you're going to feel better. And then the healing can start. And then you can start thinking clearly. And then you can start taking the appropriate actions in order to get these dreams that you so desire. The happiness that you want. The emotional control that you're looking for. In your hopes and fears, Page of Wands on the King of Cups. Page of Wands is all about like fresh ideas and fearlessness and be extroverted and discovery and cheerfulness. See, I knew it. I knew you didn't want to be cold-hearted forever. Deep down inside, you really want to be able to get to a place where you're going to put yourself back out there and you're going to be vulnerable and you're going to love again and you're going to be excited and cheerful about life again, and you're going to. You just have to get through this trauma, get through this hurt. It's okay. Everybody gets hurt, and then you live and you learn, and it's all a part of it, right? You have more experience to add to your life, and now you know what you don't want, right? And you know to listen to yourself more. Trust yourself more. If something feels off, trust that. Because look, you have all the strength that you need to get to the place that you want to be. You are strong, my friend, stronger than you know right now. You feel weak, you feel vulnerable, you feel ashamed, you feel hurt. It's okay to feel those ways, but don't try to mask the hurt and the shame and the fear and all that. Don't try to mask that. Instead, feel it so that you can release it, and so that you can rest, and that you can move on and have your happy ending. You deserve to be happy, Gemini. All right, friends, those are your messages this week. Until next week, tell your truth, find your voice, and sing your song. God bless.